There's a universe inside you, unseen, unspoken, yet quietly running the show. Trillions of tiny organisms living in your gut, communicating with your brain, shaping your mood, your immunity, even your cravings. It's a galaxy of bacteria so vast that cell for cell, you're more microbial than human. Wild, isn't it? We spend so much time focusing on the outside and on workouts, skincare, supplements, that we forget the real foundation of our health lives deep inside our digestive system. Your gut microbiome isn't just about digestion, it's your internal command center, an ecosystem that decides how you feel, think, and function. But here's the thing, that ecosystem thrives or collapses based on what you feed it. Every bite you take is a message to your microbes. Feed them right, and they build you a fortress. Strong immunity, stable energy, steady mood. Feed them poorly, and they fight back. Inflammation, bloating, fatigue, anxiety, even chronic disease. It's not about calories anymore, it's about chemistry, the kind that happens at the microscopic level every single day. We live in a world where stress is high, sleep is low, and processed food is everywhere, a perfect storm that weakens this inner world. But the solution doesn't come in a pill or a cleanse. It comes from real food. Natural, vibrant, alive food. The kind that nourishes the good bacteria, starves the bad, and brings your body back into balance. And the best part? You don't need 20 supplements or a complicated routine. You just need 5 powerful foods. Simple, accessible, yet deeply transformative, that can rewild your gut and restore harmony to the entire system. These aren't magic foods, they're microbiome medicine, nature's way of helping you remember what being healthy actually feels like. So let's step inside, into the world within you, and meet the 5 foods that can quite literally change your biology from the inside out. First up, fermented foods, nature's living pharmacy. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha. These aren't just trendy health items, they're alive. Each spoonful contains billions of beneficial bacteria, known as probiotics, ready to repopulate your gut with life. When you eat them, it's like sending in reinforcements, little microscopic allies that repair your gut lining, balance your immune system, and even influence the neurotransmitters that affect your mood. Studies show that people who regularly eat fermented foods have lower levels of stress hormones and inflammation. Why? Because when your gut is balanced, your brain follows. The gut-brain axis, that invisible highway between your stomach and your mind, runs smoother, calmer, clearer. Now, these probiotics need food too, and that's where fiber comes in. But not just any fiber, prebiotic fiber, found in foods like oats, bananas, onions, garlic, asparagus, and beans. Think of probiotics as the plants and prebiotics as their fertilizer. You can't grow a garden without feeding the soil. When you eat prebiotic-rich foods, you're feeding your gut bacteria the fibers they love, fibers that your body can't digest, but your microbes can. They ferment it, producing short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut barrier, and boost your immune defense. The magic happens when you combine both probiotics and prebiotics, like a symphony working in harmony. A breakfast of oatmeal with yogurt and banana isn't just filling, it's microbiome engineering. A side of garlic roasted veggies with dinner isn't just tasty, it's nourishment for trillions of living allies inside you. Most people think health is complicated, but sometimes it's this simple. Eat what your microbes love and they'll take care of you in return, because the truth is, your gut doesn't need perfection, it just needs partnership. Now, let's talk about the secret weapons, the foods that go beyond gut repair and step into gut restoration. Number 3, polyphenol-rich foods. These are compounds found in berries, dark chocolate, green tea, olive oil, and red grapes, the colorful pigments that give plants their power. Polyphenols act like antioxidants for your gut microbes. They fight inflammation, improve circulation, and even boost the growth of beneficial species like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. When you sip green tea or eat blueberries, you're not just feeding yourself. You're feeding the ancient ecosystem inside you that's been with humanity since the beginning. Next, plant diversity. The single most important factor scientists have found for a thriving microbiome isn't supplements or even genetics. It's variety. The more kinds of plants you eat, the more diverse your gut bacteria become. And diversity equals resilience. Each color, each texture, each type of plant fiber supports a different microbe. That's why a salad with 10 ingredients will always beat one with 2. Think of your gut as an orchestra. You want violins, drums, flutes, and horns. Diversity creates harmony, so challenge yourself. Aim for 30 different plant-based foods a week. Fruits, veggies, herbs, nuts, seeds, legumes, each one a note in the music of your microbiome. And finally, omega-3s, the anti-inflammatory warriors. Found in fatty fish like salmon, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts, omega-3s don't just support heart health, they shape the gut environment itself. They reduce inflammatory microbes, strengthen the gut lining, and promote bacteria that produce calming compounds. That's why people who eat omega-3 rich diets tend to have lower rates of depression and anxiety. It's not coincidence, it's connection. Put all of this together: fermented foods, fiber, polyphenols, plant diversity, omega-3s, and you're not just eating, you're cultivating. You're designing an inner world that supports your outer one. Because when your gut is nourished, your body doesn't just function, it flourishes. Here's the part most people overlook. Your gut isn't just a digestive organ, it's a storyteller. It speaks to you in sensations, in signals, in whispers you've probably learned to ignore. That bloating after a heavy meal, a message. That sudden energy after a smoothie, a message. The butterflies before an interview, the comfort of soup when you're sad, all messages from the gut. It's your internal compass, constantly guiding you toward balance. If only you'd listen. When you start feeding your microbiome the right foods, you begin to notice something extraordinary. The fog lifts, the cravings quiet down, your energy feels grounded, not spiky, your emotions stabilize. You're not just digesting food better, you're digesting life better, because your gut isn't separate from who you are. It's the core of your physical and emotional intelligence. So make every meal a dialogue, not a transaction. Slow down, savor. Ask your body how it feels, not how it looks. You don't need perfection or fancy powders or miracle pills. You just need real food, alive, colorful, full of life, because you are too. If you start with these 5: fermented foods, prebiotic fibers, polyphenols, plant diversity, and omega-3s, you'll begin to feel the shift within weeks. You'll feel calmer, stronger, clearer. You'll feel connected to yourself again, because healing the gut isn't about control, it's about collaboration. And maybe that's the deeper lesson here. When you feed your gut well, you're not just feeding bacteria, but you're feeding balance, resilience, and vitality. You're remembering that health doesn't begin in the mirror. It begins in the quiet, miraculous world within. Thanks for spending these moments with us. If you found value in this video, leave a like, subscribe, and let's grow together, nourish and rise.